Alrighty, guys. I am playing Merge Dragons, and I have filled my camp with just about everything I could. So I'm going to try to bubble some stuff up here. And the way I bubble is I use the Marcus B technique, which it took me a little while to get a hang of it, but I finally did. So I'm going to try to bubble up my storage units here for stone, because if you do that, it will lower the price on the stone yards. Like right now, they're at 5,610 and 1,097 for the small and level 1 and level 2. So I'm going to try to bubble those up and get those at a lower rate. And I'm also going to bubble up these Misty Mountains because I'm done with those for right now. I'm going to try to bubble up some of these eggs down here and get those out of the way. I like to keep those down here around the bottom so that I have more space up in here to open chests, work on wonders, stuff like that. So here's the way I do it. I've got some dragons here loaded with some stuff that if you don't have any room in your camp and your dragons are harvesting stuff, they will just hold it above their heads. So what you want to do is get you 3 4x4 objects, and I like to use these apples of the cosmos, and you're going to want to take them and pretend like you're merging them and just hold them there for a second. And when you do that, your little dragons are going to come over and they're going to be like, oh, finally I can put this down. And 2 of them are going to drop. So your camp is considered full when you've got only 2 empty spaces left. So once that's done, you're going to take your little apple that you've been holding, and you're going to take it over, and you want the 2 on the right side to be touching 2 items you want to bubble. So I'm going to bubble this large coin vault here. So I'm just going to put it there. And there it is in a bubble. So I'm just going to put that to the side. Now, I've still got some dragons holding stuff, so I don't need to tap them anywhere. I like to do this in the first thing in the morning, or when I first enter my camp. So I got a bunch of dragons that are ready that I can load up with stuff and I can just keep. And I filled my thing. I had some chests that I open. I like to use these. Whatever chain I'm working on, I get a chest to go with it. I had a bunch of moon chests bubbled up from where I was working on a quest to get so many life tree sprouts. So I just opened the rest of those. So anyway, here we're going to go again. I'm going to just pull this little apple back over here. My little dragons are going to go sit down their stuff. And I'm going to come back. It's always going to take the 2 things on the right side. So whatever's in those 2 spaces there, it's going to bubble. So we'll just take those back. And now, let's see. I want to make sure I got enough dragons holding stuff up. So I'm just going to have them harvest a few things around the camp here. So now I'll take my little... Because you really don't... Once you get the hang of it, you can have dragons harvesting a lot of stuff. You don't have to wait. So everybody's got their stuff, and I'll come back over here and get these 2 storage buildings. And you want to do this, you want to make sure that you've deleted most of your, you've depleted, not deleted, most of your stones. That way you don't lose any, because if you don't have enough stone storage buildings, you're going to lose that. So I lost a couple, but that's not many. So I'm going to stop taking those away. And let's see what our price is now for our... So that took it down to 195 for the basic ones and 14 for the other ones. So that's, I got, you know, harvesting that stone hedge, it gives us the Nightstone bricks level 5. So, I mean, I can get plenty of stone yards for that. So I'm going to stop with that. And I want to next start bubbling my Misty Mountains. Now these Misty Mountains are 4x4 anyway. So these are going to be easier to bubble. What I can do with these is just take any item. When I want to bubble these, I can take any item that's on the board anyway. Just go ahead and put it over there and it's going to bubble it. Because there's nowhere else for that to go. It's just going to automatically put it in a bubble. Now I want my dragons to come over and lay down as much stuff as they can in this area. Because that took away my option to do the little thing with the apples. So I'm going to need them to lay down and fill that little area up. Now I'm going to do the same thing with this next Misty Mountain. Get him back over here where he belongs. What did I do there? There it is. I try to keep this kind of orderly, but yeah, it gets out of hand sometimes. And then the next one, let's start getting some dragons holding some things here because like I said, I try to keep this organized because it's easy to, like, it's hard to see what's in the bubble sometimes. You can zoom in and see like that, but if you're just kind of in a rush looking over something, then it's not going to work. I'm going to zoom in a little bit and show you up close what it looks like when we bubble something like that. Okay, we're just going to take that one thing, move it over there, and bow, right in that bubble. He's in a happy little bubble, in his own little space. Going Bob Ross on you. Sometimes I like to be in my own little bubble too. Alright, and there they go. They've got all their stuff now. Now we're going to go down here and just move one at a time, like this. And they won't bubble themselves. They'll just throw things to where they were. I'm going to try to bubble these eggs here. So I'm just going to kind of move my apples to where they can be seen and easily merged. Now the first one that we do, since we bubbled those things by just moving something on them, it's only going to bubble one item, and that's because we don't have the same amount of like space. I'll show you, because it's kind of hard to explain, because now we have like 3 spaces available on the camp instead of 2. So it's going to throw one of the items that I'm trying to bubble, and then it's going to bubble the other one. Did you catch that? It threw those eggs and bubbled this one. So now I know these eggs are right here. Let's make sure we got enough dragons full of stuff. The worst part about this is cleaning up the mess afterwards. Okay, so these are lined up right here and right here. So I'm going to do my little merge thing. They're going to come drop some stuff right here for me. You really want to make sure that you don't accidentally merge your items. I've done that before. I try to keep extra of these apples of the cosmos on hand because of that. Because I've really done it before. And I use a stylus. I've got little, I call them my sausage fingers. And it's hard for me to really get a grip on. And see, that time it bubbled both of those. So now we're back to a regular way to bubble. Alright, So what I like to try to do is kind of stack up what I know I'm going to want to bubble. So I'm going to want to bubble these 2 eggs here. So let's go ahead and pull that back down. Just wait on our little guys to fly up there. Alright, there we go. And there are those eggs. And this is just an easier way because see all these eggs right here? That's going to take up a lot of space up there that you can use when you're opening chests to work on your wonders and stuff like that. I'm working on this mushroom wonder right here. So I was using the Misty Mountains to make puddles everywhere, letting the mushrooms grow. So it gave me a lot of land space to do that. And it helped a lot, but I am going to harvest a lot of bricks next and open some chests and see if I can get some higher level mushrooms to kind of get me there. I'm getting towards the end, really getting close to that wonder, so I really want to hyper focus on that. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is get this crimson dragon egg and this friend egg. So back again. And like I said, it took me a little while to get the hang of this, but then once I did, it was super, super easy. And it really, really opens up a lot of space on here. Ta-da! And those chests are good for if you need coins in your... Okay. Whoop. Ah, it's not going to let me do that because there's no land there. So it's going to end up merging that. It's going to end up bubbling that chest. Okay, let's just bubble the coins instead. Or the... Okay, so we bubbled trees. Let me just put those trees over there. And let's move these over here. Oh, we got a glitch. There we go. Fixed it. Alright. I just want to keep them harvesting that brick because I'm going to need it for when I start buying all of those stone chests in a little while. Alright, let's try this again. See, even I still mess up sometimes. I haven't fully, learned everything about this game. This game is just so full of surprises and stuff. I finished all the levels on the map, and now I just kind of go back through and farm stars and stuff like that. And any levels that I didn't get 3 stars on, I went back and got the 3 stars on those and finished all the challenges. After you finish the challenges and get all 3 dragons on those challenge levels, it'll turn into a regular level and you have to go back and get your 3 stars on there. So most of the time I just now go back and play levels that take only 1 chalice and try to farm stars. Alright, so here we go. Got those eggs there. Let's look around and see if there's anything else I want to bubble and put away. Sometimes I'll bubble up my wonders if I really, really, really need the room. Most of the time I don't because you can tap them. They're on a timer. So you can tap them ever so often and get rewards out of them. Like, for instance, when I first came into camp, I tapped this Ensnared Virtue, which is the grass wonder. And it gave me a sharp dragon egg. The Stonehenge will sometimes, it'll give out, sometimes it gives out a stone or, I'm not really sure sometimes, the Bottled Ocean will give out, it gives out a lot of triangles, which I don't know what the use for that is, and on the map, they give you points in the game, but I don't know what the points up here do. Nothing really. But sometimes it gives out coins and stuff like that, as well as the mushroom. I just got the mushroom a few days ago, so I don't know what all it does. But I've decided I like to keep those on the map. And over here is the shrub wonder. So let's see. Maybe we'll come over here and bubble up this tiara. Let's get it. What's something else we can bubble with it? Kind of wish I had 2 tiaras to bubble. Maybe I'll just wait and do that until I've got 2 of them. So maybe that's all I'm going to bubble right now. So, oh, wait a minute. Here's a sharp dragon egg. Okay, we'll do that. We'll bubble that with the tiara. Okay. So here we go. Let's do the little thing with the dragons. Hold on, hold up. He ain't putting nothing down yet. I'm not ready. Let's try to move these a little bit closer. Now let's do this. Alright. There we go. It threw my tiara and it bubbled the chest. Well, fiddle. It threw the egg too. What the heck? Okay. We bubbled some stone. Did not want to do that. Let's try it again. See, like I said, it just takes some practice. I mean, like I said, I still don't have the full hang of it, but we'll get it. Anybody else gonna lay anything down? Okay, now let's try it again. There we go. We got them that time. All right, well, I think that's all I want to bubble. And now I got to clean up all this mess and get my camp back in tip-top shape. I'll open the bubbles that I didn't mean to bubble, merge those up, clear those off. So I guess I will put away my apples, and all I'm going to do is just drag a piece of one item over there, over that. And then I'll put those away for later. Alrighty. Hopefully this can help you guys understand how to merge or bubble a little bit better on Merge Dragons. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.